Greetings. Today is November 22nd. It's a Saturday night. It's roughly about 10 minutes after 7 p.m. Mountain Time. And I just wanted to show you how well my parts cleaned up. They cleaned up pretty good. The base plate, I just basically I just wiped it down with WD-40 and an old t-shirt that I had. All the steel pieces that were rusted so bad, I took everything apart and put it into a little jar. Filled the jar up with about an inch of WD-40 and put in some steel wool pieces and just kind of swished it around for a while. I was watching TV last night, catching up on my television programs on Hulu. And yeah, it worked out real well. Everything is very clean. I did have a problem when I was disassembling the pendulum. It was a solid mass, just rusted into a solid mass, and there's this screw here that would go through that hole like in this direction. Well, it was so rusted. It was rusted so bad when I attempted to unscrew it, and the head popped off. So I went down to Hess Lumber and picked up a replacement. It's the same size, it's just made out of brass, but it'll work just fine. So that's what's going to hold the spring on there. And I did, while I was down there, I picked up a few extra pieces just in case some more screws broke. The ones that hold these, I don't even know what you'd call these, but there's these little poles here, I guess, that come up. They're screwed in from the bottom. I roughly just put everything together because last night the jar broke and all these pieces went all over my living room, so I had to assemble it to make sure I had all the pieces. Luckily, I found every single piece, including, you know, this little washer here I was worried about, and this portion of this screw here is really small, and that fits in right down in that hole there, and there's a nut that comes up on the bottom of that. And those were the three parts that I was worried about finding. But I found them. And so that's good. I'm not going to put it together just yet because I want to replace these grommets here. That's what these things look like. They go into these holes and insulate the screws, the bolts, as they come up. Well, that's not one, but this one here and this one here, and well, not that one, but this one and these contact points here. Anyway, they insulate the screws so that it doesn't touch the rest of the thing. These bars here, or these little plates, they're what connect. I guess one goes here and the other one goes there, and they connect the. Completes the circuit. That's the circuit for the device. Because remember, the two plugs are here, terminals or whatever you want to call them. Remember, this is what it looked like before I started. That's how all the metal was. It was just rusted red. I haven't decided to do anything with this yet, but anyway, that's it. Oh, one more thing I want to document in here. Since this was missing the weights that go on it, this whole thing was put together way wrong. I don't know if Grandpa ever used it. I'm pretty sure he probably didn't because it was missing parts and all that. But anyway, I got these little things. I don't know what they're called, but they slide onto the pendulum. And I thought I would use them as temporary weights until I can locate some other stuff. And to hold them on, I'm planning on just pinning them with alligator clips like that. It would sit like this, and I would have them more. It would sit like that as you do the back and forth thing with the pendulum action, which I thought was kind of a nice little idea. But anyway, that is looking real good. Moving around here. I took everything off, of course, including this bracket here, because you have to take that off anyway to access that one hole that goes right down in there. Okay, so that's the state of the project so far.